Naomi Diamant. I'm a professor of management communication, and what we're going to talk about today is your audience. When you work on something with diligence and dedication, when you've spent a lot of time on it, the one thing that is easy to forget is that your audience doesn't know any of this. And they're only going to be able to rely on what's written, what's actually on that sheet of paper. Spend the time to really understand, who am I writing for? How much technical knowledge do they have? How much of the context are they aware of? Who are the key decision makers who are going to be reading what it is that I'm writing? Am I writing for specialists, but the decision maker is a manager 2 levels up? In that case, my job as a writer is going to be doing the translation. So my fellow, say, technical expert will already have the language in place to convince the manager of the case that is being made. If you're not sure that they do understand or that they are likely to understand, then you have 2 questions to ask yourself. Number 1, is this the right information to be presenting? And number 2, is my argument sufficiently strong that this data is going to serve its purpose? There's no point putting stuff in there if it's not going to really help an argument. Take it out. If you were the reader, how much of it would you yourself actually read in one sitting? What would you need to know? What would be valuable to you? If you want them to go through the whole process with you, you have to be a good guide. And that kind of guidance is what's involved in thinking very carefully about what you're going to write and how you're going to structure it. You have to do all of this work in advance so that your audience can then integrate what they've read into their own experience. It's the hourglass. Up at the top, at the wide end of the triangle, is you as a writer, as a thinker, and you'll be narrowing your research until you come to what you think are the key points of your argument. You've developed a story. You've had to take a lot of material, synthesize it, and narrow it down. For the person who is reading what you've written, it's the other way around. They are getting a concentrated account and they're unpacking it. If you're skipping out any of those stages in the writing, you're making it harder for your audience to do the unpacking.